welcome to Straight to the Point Reviews. Today's video will be on It Chapter 2. Since this is my very first video and everybody's first time being here, I thought I'd give you pointers on how I'm going to be ranking movies. Now, every movie will get a chance to earn up to 5 points from me. 1 being bad and 5 being amazing. Now, I am going to call the point Schmeckles. It is a reference to the Schmeckle in Rick and Morty. It's just a funny thing I decided to go with. And so, the categories that they'll be ranked on will be 1, cast, 2, the script, 3 will be the scenery, 4, plot, and 5, overall enjoyment. In every category or in 1 Schmeckle. Now on with the show. To start things off, we will start with cast. Now the cast was absolutely amazing in this one. Same as the last one as well. They're really good. This one blew me away with how good the adult versions of the kids from the first one was so spot on. They all absolutely nailed it. One thing I did notice was that the kids acted a certain way, and that was their personality, and the adults, it rubbed off onto them. And it totally showed. You could definitely tell which character is which. They had their same personalities, nearly the same looks. If I had any of the kid actors, if you had to think of what they would look like when they're adults, this was it. It was perfect. Very spot on. Bill Skarsgård, he did very, very good job at Pennywise. I don't think anybody else could have fit the role any better. I can't really think of anybody because he's perfect for the role. Every single time he came in the scene, the hair on my neck stood up. I got shivered. I got chills. It was like, it was straight, just scary. He was perfect. Very good acting. Very great performance. Now, on to script. For the script, it was wrote very well. The jokes always landed. I was laughing my head off. Me and my uncle were tearing up at some of the funniest scenes I've ever seen in cinema history, honestly. It made me cry laughing. All the serious conversations as well. They were spot on and very dramatic, very heartfelt. It felt really human and very realistic. It felt like it could happen in real life, this stuff, the way they acted. It was performance from the writers and from the actors, both amazing. Very good job. Mwah. Now, for the scenery, as we all know, it's back in the old town of Derry. The whole cast, they moved on to their different lives, different states. I wasn't sure if any of them was out of the country in this one. I know in the 90s version, I think 2 of them were outside of America, or they moved outside. But they all had very successful lives, and they left those lives to come meet back up in Derry for the promise that they made in the first chapter. Scenery, I thought it was cool how it showed Maine at the very start being like a scary, dark place, and ended with it becoming just a warm, normal town once again. And I thought it was very good. Animation, on the other hand, pretty spot on. Very good step in the right direction from the very first chapter. I thought some of the animation in the first one wasn't very good. This one was definitely way better, but it still had a little bit of iffy animation spots, but still scared the crap out of me, I'm not gonna lie. Overall enjoyment of this film, very, very spot on. I can't think of a scene I didn't like. I did hear some people are saying it dragged on for some parts, and I guess there was a couple scenes, but I'm a sucker for those kind of scenes. It needs to slow down every now and then. It needs to get that pace going, back up again and slow down again for you to taking your mind of what just happened in the movie. So I thought those were spot on too. I mean, it was pretty scary, but overall it wasn't so scary that I had to close my eyes for anything. I mean, I love horror movies. This one I felt like was more of a thriller, chapter 1 and 2. But yeah, I think they were both amazing. So, for the verdict, one thing I did like to hear was that this isn't a sequel. This is a part 2, a chapter 2 of the first one. It's supposed to be watched in unison. They're supposed to be watched together, back to back, to get the full It experience. And I do have to agree with that. Very well done. It felt like the start of the movie was continued right after the first one. It felt way connected. Very well done. Yeah, I thought that was great. I do have a couple gripes though here. None were in the movies. I mean, besides some of the animation here and there, which they do have the budget in the second one to fix that, which was good. But in the first one, you know, whatever. But the trailers are awful. They show too much. It ruins the movies for some people. And for them to show the trailer too many times, or I mean, for them to show the trailer and to reveal most of the jump scares or scary scenes is a very dumb move for a horror movie. It's just not a good idea. And it took, I mean, if you've seen those trailers, don't worry. It doesn't ruin for the movie for me. I still really liked it. I still had a very fun time watching both of them. But I thought they would learn from the mistakes of the first one, showing literally every single jump scare. But they didn't. It doesn't. Well, this trailer doesn't show all the scary scenes. This movie is 3 hours long, and there's quite a bit in there. But the trailer does reveal a lot of intense scenes. So that was one of my gripes about the movie. But overall verdict, I do have to get it chapter 1 and chapter 2 a 5 out of 5. Very good, very fun to watch. Yeah, I can't think of anything that would change my opinion. That's it. 5 out of 5. First video review. I do love It Chapter 1 and 2. Very good story, very good plot, cast spot on, very funny scenes. Everything was very, very good. Now, if you didn't agree with me and you saw the movie, let me know what you thought in the comments. You know, tell me what you think about it. Let me know your favorite part without spoiling it to anybody. Don't spoil in the comments. It is a movie I do think would be very good for your collection. If you got a movie collection going, this one's a good one to add. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye.